Welcome to our comprehensive guide on mastering ninth edition MLA citations. Whether you're a seasoned researcher or just starting out, understanding MLA citations is crucial for academic success. Today, we'll delve into the specifics of MLA ninth edition and equip you with the tools to craft accurate and properly formatted citations. MLA, or Modern Language Association, is a widely used citation style in the humanities, including literature, language studies, and cultural studies. It provides a standardized format for documenting sources and acknowledging the intellectual contributions of others in your research. Before we delve into the specifics, let's understand why citations matter. Citations add credibility to your work by demonstrating that you've consulted reputable sources to support your arguments or findings. Proper citations uphold academic integrity by giving credit to the original authors and avoiding plagiarism, which is a serious offense in academic settings. Citations allow readers to trace your research back to its sources, facilitating further exploration and verification of your claims. Now let's break down the basic components of MLA citations. First is the author, the person or entity responsible for creating the work. Next is the title of source. This is the title of the specific work you're citing, whether it's a book, article, website, or other source. Next is the title of the container. If the source is part of a larger whole, like an article in a journal or a chapter in a book, the larger whole is considered the container. Other contributors, individuals other than the author who contributed to the work, such as editors or translators. Version, if applicable, the version or edition of the source. Number, if applicable, the volume or issue number. Publisher, the entity responsible for making the source available to the public. Publication date, the date when the source was published or released. And finally, location. This is the specific location of the source within its container, such as page numbers for articles or chapters. Remember that not all components are used in every citation. This depends on the information available or the type of source that is being cited. Here is an example of an MLA citation that has several of the components. Muriel Harris is the author. Note that the citation begins with the author's last name, comma, author's first name. Next is the title of the source. Talk to Me, Engaging Reluctant Writers. In italics is the title of the container, A Tutor's Guide, Helping Writers One-to-One. Ben Raffeth is an additional contributor to the work as an editor. Heinemann is the publisher, 2000 is the publication date, and pages 24 through 34 is the location of the source. The first step to citing correctly is knowing what type of source you have. The following slides provide templates for citing the types of sources you're most likely to use in your research. Pay attention to details such as correct use of periods, commas, and italics, as well as how to format page numbers and dates correctly. Let's review some examples for citing books. Here's the basic MLA format for citing books with one author. Make sure the format is the author's last name, comma, first name, period. Next, add in the title of the book. Because the book is a longer work, it must be italicized. Add a period after the title of the work. Next, add in the publisher's name, comma, and the year the item was published, followed by a period. In this specific example, we have first the author's name, Marge Piercy. In the citation, we have the last name first, Piercy, comma, Marge, followed by a period. Next, we have the title of the work in italics, The Art of Blessing the Day, Poems with a Jewish Theme, followed by a period. Then we have the publisher, Knopf, comma, 2000, the publication date, and finally a period. Remember, the title of a longer work, such as a book, is always italicized. The title of a shorter work, such as an article or poem, is cited with quotations around it. Here is an example of a citation for a book with two authors. The citation should include both authors' names and should reflect the book you are citing. In this case, the cover of the book reads that the authors are Henry Louis Gates and Anthony Appiah, so Gates' name is added to the citation first. We begin with Gates' name. Last name, Gates, comma, first name, Henry Louis, comma, and Anthony Appiah, period. Then we have the title of the work in italics, Alice Walker, Critical Perspectives Past and Present, period, followed by the publisher, Amistad, comma, publication date, 1993, period. Remember, only the first author's name is written last name, comma, first name. The second author's name is written first name, last name. If a book has 3 or more authors, you only need to use the first author's name in the citation. Again, the citation should reflect the book you are citing. In this example, Nancy Hoffman is the first author listed on the cover of the book, so you would need to list this author's name in the citation. Here we have the author's last name, Hoffman, comma, author's first name, Nancy, comma, followed by the Latin abbreviation et al., period. Et al. Is a Latin abbreviation that means and others and is used in place of additional authors. Next, we have the title of the work in italics, Women Working, an anthology of stories and poems, period. Then we have the publisher's name, Feminist Press, comma, publication date, 1979, period. Remember to only use the Latin abbreviation et al. If there are more than 2 authors, and note that there is a period after al in et al. Another commonly used source is journal articles, specifically from databases. Here are some examples of journal article citations from the PSC library databases. Begin your citation with the author's name. Last name, comma, first name, period. Follow that with the title of the article in quotations, period. Remember that shorter works use quotations. Add in the title of the container or the journal in italics, comma, volume, comma, issue number, comma, date published, comma, and location or page number, period. Follow that with the database name in italics, comma, then add in the permalink or DOI number. Finally, end the citation with a period. Here are a few things to note about citations of journal articles from databases. The volume and issue number are included with journal article citations because it provides the organization and sequence of the publications. The volume number refers to the number of years the journal has been published. The issue number refers to the specific publication within that year. If the journal article provides this information, you must include it in the citation. However, if this information is not available, you can omit it from the citation. Also, both the DOI or Digital Object Identifier and the permalink provide a permanent link to the article's location. You can use one or the other, but you must use one so that your teacher and your readers can access the article you've used. You can usually find the DOI number at the top or bottom of the article you are viewing, or on the article information page. Make sure to add in the required protocol http://doi.org before the DOI number to make it clickable. And finally, if the source appears on one page, use a single P period and provide the page number. Here is a specific example of a journal article citation. This citation is for an article with 2 authors and follows the same rules for books with 2 authors. Here we have the first author listed, last name, DeMezis, comma, first name, Grace, comma, and Robin Douglas, period. Next, we have the title of the article in quotations, characterizing the influence of domestic cats on birds with wildlife rehabilitation, center data, period. Followed by the title of the journal in italics, diversity, comma, volume number, using the abbreviation VOL period 13, comma, issue number, using the abbreviation NO period 7, comma, the publication date, July 2021, comma, and then the page or location, page 45, period. Next, we have the database name in italics, Gale, comma, and finally, we have the DOI number used with the appropriate protocol, followed by the DOI number, period. Here is another example of a journal article citation. We begin with the author's name, last name, Rogers, comma, first name, Stephanie, period. Then we have the title of the article in quotations, an interview with Marge Piercy, period, followed by the title of the journal in italics, FemSpec, comma, volume number, volume 15, comma, issue number, number 2, comma, publication date, September 2015, comma, location, page range or pages 123 through 31, period. Then we have the name of the database in italics, Gale Academic OneFile, comma, followed by the permalink. And finally, we end the citation with a period. Remember to talk to your instructor or librarian if you are unsure of the name of the database. Also, if your source appears on multiple pages, use the abbreviation PP period and provide the page range. Next, we have examples for website citations. Website citations can vary depending on the available information. If the website has and provides an author, begin the citation with the author's name. We have the last name, comma, first name, period, the title of the web page in quotations, period, followed by the title of the website in italics, comma, the date the article was published, comma, followed by the URL or DOI, period. Let's take a look at this specific example. Here we have the author's name, last name, Damewood, comma, first name, Cassie, period. Then we have the title of the web page in quotations, Things to Serve with Chili, period, followed by the title of the website in italics, Leaf Group, comma, the date the article was published, 6 July 2021, comma, then we have the URL. And finally, we end the citation with a period. If the website does not provide an author, begin the citation with the title of the web page. If the website does not provide a date, use the date the website was accessed instead. Here we have a citation without an author. We begin with the title of the web page in quotations, period, followed by the title of the website in italics, comma, the URL address or DOI, period. Then we have the access day, month, and year you viewed the page, and you do not need to add punctuation to the date. Then finally, add a period. Let's take a look at the specific example. We have the title of the article in quotations, Healthy Sleep Overview, period, the title of the website in italics, WebMD, comma, followed by the URL, period. Finally, we have the date the website was accessed 3rd August 2021, period. The final example I'd like to share is a citation for YouTube. We begin the citation with the title of the video in quotations, period, YouTube in italics, comma, uploaded by the name of the channel or organization, comma, the date the video was uploaded, comma, followed by the URL address, period. Let's take a look at this specific example. Here we have the title of the video in quotations, 8 hot dog gadgets put to the test, period, YouTube in italics, comma, uploaded by Crazy Russian Hacker, comma, 6 June 2016, the date the video was uploaded, comma, followed by the URL, period. Remember, if the video has an author that is not the same as the uploader, then add the person's name to the beginning of the citation in last name, first name format. Here's an example. We begin with the author's last name, McGonigal, comma, Jane, author's first name, period. Then we have the title of the video in quotations, Gaming and Productivity, period. YouTube in italics, comma, uploaded by Big Think, comma, July 3rd, 2012, the date the video was uploaded, comma, followed by the URL, and finally we end with a period. Now let's talk about in-text citations. When using a quote or paraphrasing, you must include an in-text citation that corresponds with an entry in the Works Cited list at the end of your paper. The most common in-text citation includes the author's last name and the page number where the information was found. If the author's name is mentioned in the sentence, only the page number is needed in the in-text citation. Let's look at some quick examples. Here we have a quote with the author's name in the sentence. According to Smith, followed by whatever quote you may use. Then at the end of the sentence, in parentheses, is the page number, 45, period. There's no need to add in an abbreviation for the page number. Here's an example of a quote without an author's name in the sentence. Here we've used the quote, and then at the end of the sentence, the author's last name, Smith, and the page number, 45, is in parentheses. No need to include a comma in between Smith and 45. Finally, we add in a period. Here are some things to remember when you're building your Works Cited page or creating your citations. Your Works Cited page should be in alphabetical order by the author's last name. If any of the citation components are unavailable, simply omit that component and move to the next one. Remember to indent the second lines after your longer citations. This is called a hanging indent. Make sure all links in the citations are clickable and lead to the article or work you are citing. One indicator is if the link is in blue font and is underlined. Understanding MLA citations is not just about following rules. It's about engaging in a scholarly conversation, acknowledging the contributions of others, and presenting your ideas with integrity and clarity. I hope this tutorial has been helpful, but should you need more assistance, please reach out to your librarians for any questions or citations help. We are always here for you. Please use the Research Help LibGuide for any additional guidance. Have a wonderful day and happy citing!